Buddy Series 2 hobby release day. Good luck. All cards ship on release. Good luck. What's up, Pacheco? How you doing? Need me a Harper. Let's go. Oh, Tom Seeger show. Nice. Enjoy. Who else is out there? Hi, Efro. Yes, Efro, it should be landing tomorrow. I don't know when it's hitting the store yet. I believe they are pricing it out, so it's possible it's in the store either after I get off tonight, or I'm assuming it's going to be in store by tomorrow. That's an assumption. Hey, Darb, your wishes came through, Darby. We're getting more anniversary. Got another few cases coming in. I actually went to go DM you, but I forgot your real name. I know you have a different name on IG, but I couldn't find you this morning. Yeah, Efro. Hey, what up, Steve? How are you, buddy? Stuff looks pretty good. I'll take this break a little slower just to make sure I don't miss anything, but I pretty much watch Hawk, and I pretty much know what to look for. Just every year when I have to do a series 1 or 2, because I don't do them a lot, I always worry a little bit. That's what it was. It was guitars. I kept looking up Darb, and I couldn't find it. Didn't pull you up. That's what it was. I looked up Darb head, and it pulled up some random dude in like a black and white photo, and I'm like, nope, that's not Darb. Yeah, I know the all cards do, but I don't want to miss the top-loaded ones, Leaf. You know that. I get nervous. You guys know this. How's your guys' release day? How's everybody doing? Talk to me while I'm opening up packs. A little bit at least. I don't mind being quiet, but... Are we liking it? Any cool stuff come out? I didn't get to watch the entire time. Mrs. Hammer was mad today. She said I had to clean house. It looked solid. I seen the SSPs coming out when I could tune in. Oh, nice. I got yelled at today for does anybody else have a chair or somewhere in their house where when you use a t-shirt or a jacket, you maybe used it for like an hour and you're like, this is still clean, but you don't want to hang it up at the clean clothes, but you don't want to wash it because you didn't use it enough that it deserves a wash. So I had like 4 shirts, like 3 surf shorts on the side. And she's like, Hammer, you need to do something with this. It doesn't belong on the kitchen table. And I'm like, okay. No, she put them downstairs. It's on the downstairs living room floor. Or whatever you call that space that I don't use. She was on a vengeance, all right. Holy crap, it's a little hot in here. Oh, it's pretty hot. Today was, I want to say it was maybe about 98. But like for this time, like early June normally will be in the high 90s, mid 90s, sometimes the low hundreds. But dude, like last week we hit like 110. That's pretty unheard of in June for sure. We hit 110. I don't know what it is like right now. I would say it's like 98. Let me check with Siri. A little curious. It says 104 right now, but I think my car was at like 98, 99. But that's super unheard of. This is like midst of July temperatures right now, which is pretty unheard of. I didn't know Denver got to 95. Do you live in Denver, Denver, Darb? I mean, if that makes sense. Because I know that there's, like Aurora and all that kind of stuff. Because I have a buddy that lives in Aurora that I don't really talk to. But is. I didn't realize Denver got that hot. Interesting, interesting. I guess that's what we get when we get spoiled winters. Not sure. I'm not familiar with Parker, but I know Southwest gets it to the 90. I mean, Florida gets there, but Steve, it's usually a bit more like humid 95, so it's a little bit more miserable, right? Pretty much as soon as you take a shower and you walk out of your house, you're like sweating already. Typical in Hawaii too, because sometimes we'll get to like the high 80s. And obviously with the sun hitting the asphalt, it's probably more in the low 90s. And most of our houses don't have AC, so we're blasting fans. That's miserable. I actually didn't know that. I thought Denver was fairly cooler. Yeah, I see. That's the one thing I don't miss about Hawaii. I don't miss the humidity. Because most of our houses is non-AC. Like my house is like 102 years old, 101 years old. And that thing, I couldn't put AC in that thing even if you wanted it. Like, pretty sure there's no insulation in the house. I can tell you that right now, guaranteed. Most of the boards is all termite eaten and stuff like that, but I mean, so is majority of the houses in Hawaii. So unless you live in a condo, but if you live in a condo, you know, your maintenance fees is like another mortgage. So yeah, no, that's the truth. Panda's absolutely, he knows it. Texas gets a little humid and miserable too, from what I know. Like when we visited, it was September. So I visited in September once. We went to Houston like that, and the weather was like, call it mid 80s. It reminded me of Hawaii. Like it had a little bit of humidity in there. It wasn't crazy. But coming from like Chicago, like I went to Wrigley right before that, and then I went to Houston is the armpit of the South. Well, Mrs. Hama's other grandfather lived out there before he passed away, and so he lived in Cyprus. So we went to Wrigley Field for a couple of days before we spent a week and a half over there in Houston, and yeah. No, but you see, the only thing, okay, so like what I don't like about it, like, so I'm a typical guy, right? I mean, when it comes, you know, I'm pretty sure all of us in the chat room, we can all attest to this. I'm a typical guy. I don't put lotion on. I don't step out of the shower and fucking dip my body in a whole bathing tub full of lotion. You know, so like my hands half the time is like drier than the Great Depression. So, like, that's something I don't like chapped lips. Like, if you noticed, I was putting on chapstick when I was coming in to take over for Hawk. Like, I don't like that about the no humidity. But if the trade-off, like I never had my skin crack. So when you're washing your hands, I've never known what it was like to have my hands burn. That sucked. But I will take that over being sweaty and gross all day long for the most part. Oh, you went to A&M. That's cool, Cobalt. Yo, what up, Zilla? I couldn't be Deltron 2020, so I had to be Hamatron 3030. I'm down with it. Even though it's Deltron 3030. Zilla, as soon as you said that, the first song that came to mind, Good Hygiene. For those of you that don't know, Deltron, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, look up Good Hygiene. No, so I mean, I don't get it anymore, Darb. I don't really get it. What do you mean you can't believe I love Deltron. What are you talking about? I love Del. I like Hieroglyphics, Souls of Mischief. Come on. I'm an old soul for the most part. There's a lot of, like, if you would have used certain movie references, I probably wouldn't have caught it. I love Del. You have no clue. I bump Del on a regular basis, almost. But I'm the type of person that I don't need music to stimulate me, usually. Like, when I drive, I don't need music on. Like, if we road trip, it's cool. But, like, I don't need it. If I'm cleaning house, it's nice. But road trips, driving, all like that, I actually enjoy just looking outside. I like Gorillaz. Clint Eastwood is probably my favorite. If any of you nerds out there, I used to watch Cartoon Network like a kid, you know. I think it was 2000 or 2001. I was in 6th grade for sure. I know that. They did a feature with Daft Punk. They did that special with Daft Punk and stuff like that, and they played the Gorillaz music video, which I thought, when I was young in 6th grade, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. These guys look like gorillas, but they're supposed to be like gorilla human looking. And I was like, it's kind of a stony song. Like, you know, that was my first impressions. And then, like, I remember, like, a year later, I was like, oh, this is kind of catchy. If you know, you know. If any of you guys are around my age and you watched Toonami back in the day, you would know. If you didn't watch cartoons back then, you probably are like, what the hell am I talking about? Hey, what up, Jakey? How you doing, brother? Jeff said he was too old. Exactly. Basically, it was kind of like the American way of, like, introducing, like, typical kids to, like, Japanese anime that don't come from, like, Japanese backgrounds or anything like that. So they would play shows like Dragon Ball Z, if you've heard of that, and they played, like, Gundam, things like that, which kind of got me a little bit into anime. I talk about it a lot, but I'm not, like, a big nerd into it. But, you know, when I'm at home chilling and stuff, like, it's fun to watch. Leaf is too young. That's not a bad thing, Leaf. Trust me, it's not a bad thing. Yo, what up there? See, look, Jacob, no, yeah, Cowboy Bebop, I think, might have just got introduced to Toonami right around that time. All right, well, let's go. Packs are out. Here we go. Here's box 1. Let me get my bearings down first, and then we'll kind of go through it. Hobbies all mixed, so. There's a JD Martinez. To 2024, it's Bichette for the Jays. Cassis. Castillo. Trout on the I almost said refractor on the relic, excuse me. First pitch of George W. Bush, I believe that goes to the Texans, I believe. I just said Texans, I meant to say Rangers. Wrong sport, Ammo. There's a green of Canha for Tigers. Willie Mays. Judge, LGA. Acuna. I never. Hey, what up, Cam V? How are you, Cam? If I miss anything, like, let me know, please. Definitely, or like, feel free to tell me, guys. Okay? Don't feel bad. I'd rather you guys tell me something. I'll take my time on this break, though. Try not to like overly rush it, but try not to make you guys sit here for 2 hours neither. Rokio. I forget how Kat told me how to say it. There's a Soto. It might have been numbered. Yeah, I have it in my case pile right here. I didn't see numbering though. Yeah, not numbered. I didn't see any numbering on it, unless I'm missing it. To 2024, it's Bertie. He comes out kind of a lot. Beltre. And that was box 1. It's one auto or mem, right? Yeah, one auto or mem. That's right. Just wanted to make sure. There's certain remakes. Like, I'll give you guys a good example. I enjoy McKenna on the gold mirror. Orioles. Like X-Men 97 is a great example. Mallory Swanson. I'm assuming that goes to the Cubbies. There's Ellie. Like X-Men 97. I didn't watch it yet, so please don't ruin it for me. Okay, something is different here. Something is definitely different here. Okay, that was just a lot of base cards, I guess. All right. X-Men 97 was a great example. For the Brew Crew. Literally for the Brew Crew. I think that remake they did right because they kept everything organic. They continued the storyline. They kept the same artwork like that, which I very much appreciate. The artwork's the same. It felt organic. It makes you feel like a kid. That nostalgic feel. Like, yeah. Don't go randomly pulling a Wemby. It could happen, my friend. It could happen. Around the Horn. That's cool. That's a cool looking card. Another relic. It's Starling Marte for the Mets. The former Pirate. Dominguez. To 2024, while Marlon's getting it all, it's Sanchez. There's a Bryce Jarvis. Is that numbered? Yeah, it should be right. To 50. On the Jarvis for Terry. I can't wait for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I really can't. The fact that Hugh Jackman is reprising that role, even though he said he wasn't, I kind of don't like it, but I love it. Like when he did when he did Logan, right? If you never watched the movie, he dies. Sorry, Hendrix. But like, he said it was too hard to play the character. He's getting old. There's showtime. He said he couldn't keep doing it. Okay, I'm assuming that was a base that was just upside down. Satchel. And Strider. Logan was good. No, for sure. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. I thought maybe there was something different about it. I was like, oh, like I said, give me one or two cases. I'll take my time and make sure we don't miss things, and then we'll speed it up for sure. Marvel and Star Wars being destroyed by Disney. What do you mean, Panda? I'm not sure how to interpret what you're saying. No, but anyway, what I was saying though is that, like, yeah, Logan dying off because, Hugh Jackman couldn't physically play the role. He said it was demanding. It was tough. It was very time consuming. Took him away from his family, etc., etc., etc. And it was time to, move on from the character. Like, I respected that. So the fact that he's coming back, like, I love it because I don't think anybody could play Wolverine better than him. Just like Magneto. Sir Ian McKellen, nobody can play Magneto better than him. Nobody can play Xavier better than freaking Patrick Stewart. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure there's good actors out there. I mean, I liked First Class, or I like the X-Men Days of Futures Past. That's probably my favorite X-Men movie of all time. But I think I liked it more because you had Halle Berry come back, you had Ian McKellen, you had Patrick Stewart, you had all of the boys come back. So I kind of, I love that. Don't get me wrong. Hugh Jackman was in it too, obviously. And he made a cameo in First Class. But yeah, I mean, like, that's just my opinion, that's all. But I am excited for him to reprise his character. I'm curious to see. I think he's maybe going to, like, I think maybe he's going to introduce maybe, like, a new Wolverine, you know what I mean? Like, they do something with, like, timelines and whatnot. I think maybe they do find a way to... No, that I don't like. That, you're absolutely right. I don't like that. Like how they made Morph not transgender, but what is it? Genderless. No, hey, Days of Futures Past, best X-Men ever. Apocalypse, probably one of the worst. There's a black of Wicks for the Cubbies. 4 of 73 on the black. There's a lot of bass again. That always makes me panic. Jose. No, like, yeah, like, exactly. But see, I like Days of Futures Past. Like, if you guys watch any of it, obviously. There's a Holiday SP. They are flying out for the Oreos. Take both. Nice Jackson Holiday that will beat the sort. Or, yeah, whatever. I'm for it, but make a new freaking character. Don't sacrifice Morph. You know? They should always stick to their core comics, obviously with a little bit of... Oh, it was not? That's a normal holiday? I'm sorry. Pete Crow Armstrong. Thought that was a variation. My bad. Maybe I got too excited. And there's a black border of Beatty on the on-card auto for the Mets. And these nuts to 199. I didn't watch X-Men 97 though, but like, yeah, no, I mean, totally. To 2024, it is Vargas Lopez on the orange for the Twins. Gender fluid. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying though, like, you know, I'm not trying to piss off anyone that's for it, and I'm not against any of, you know, I have nothing wrong with transgenders. I don't have nothing wrong with, you know, gay, lesbians, same-sex marriage. You know, I don't have any problems against it personally. It's just I don't like, yeah, like don't make, even though Sir Ian McClellan is same-sex, like don't make Magneto gay, in other words. You know what I mean? Judge. Soto. Right. Right. At least that's my opinion. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm very familiar with the Billy Ripken. Geloff. Miggy on the lumber. Mr. Triple Crown. Gunner. Jean Carlos. Lumbers are hard to hit. Got it. Yeah. I know they're harder. I didn't know if it was like one per case or not, though. But the lumbers do smack. That's in my case pile. I knew that. Thankfully. To 199, it's McClutch. In the only uniform he should have ever wore. For the NL Central and the Pirates. What is that? That is a blue, a PCA. Variation black border? I don't know what to call it, but that's PCA, all right. Blue border. Imanaga. Oh, got you. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Nice for the Tigers then. Jeremy Smith with the lumber. Diamondbacks with the McCarthy to 2024. Hernandez. Remuto. Corbin. And Soto. I read something like that, Blockman. I think I recently read something about that. I'm glad Ryan Reynolds did, honestly. I'm literally glad he said nah. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, like I think a lot of like the like Boy Meets World coming back. Like I mean, okay, I mean like getting off the comic subject, obviously. Like if people watch Boy Meets World growing up on Disney Channel, it's cool that they brought it back because they brought back the OG actors. But if they were to redo it with like brand new actors and bring back like a new Mr. Feeney, kind of like I think they tried to do what they wanted to do Wonder Years. Like Boy Meets World for me was the Wonder Years for the '90s generation. For those of you guys that liked Fred Savage. Fred Savage was Wonder Years. Yeah, like that was like perfect. Honestly, like that was like perfect. Wonder Years was like that late '70s, '80s, and then like Boy Meets World was like the same thing but for the '90s. Relationships, drama, family. But I think if you do that based off the same concept, it's Topanga. No ways, it was Winnie Cooper. I grew up. I watched more Wonder Years than I did Boy Meets World originally. Canha. I loved Urkel. Dude, I love Steve Urkel. You're absolutely right. I'm guilty. I used to watch, what was it? It was Family Matters, Wonder Years. I think it was on TBS. They used to call it TBS Superstation back in the late 90s, early 2000s. That's where they used to watch, that's where we used to watch WCW Thunder. Never watched Doogie Howser. Never watched it, never cared for it. Looked kind of dumb, to be honest. No offense. I wasn't into that. As a kid, I wasn't into that. Like, now that I'm older, Sea Otter, it's just funny because there's no helm on the on-card for the Rangers. And Texas, Bernie, 718 is on the board. When I was younger, my mom used to always watch Law and Order, so you always heard in the criminal justice system, these are their stories. Dun dun. You always heard that as a kid. Like, what the hell are you watching? Now that I'm older, I actually I enjoy those kind of shows. There is a short print gold mirror variation. We'll just call it a gold mirror of Walker for Philly. We'll just call it a gold mirror. Call it a day. Image variation, gold mirror image variation. Call it a day. I don't remember the dinosaurs. It's just an SSP. Okay, got it. Just an SSP. The 2024 Mets. Sabal. Trout. All right. I think I got the flow of it. I don't think I... Oh, it is just gold. Oh, I'm sorry, Cam. All right. Good to know. You guys got the second string hammer over here. Hey, Stewie. What up, Stewie? What are you talking about? The glare is murder. Hawk holds it the same way. I watched him. You gotta hold it straight up like this. But when I'm shifting through it, I'm just doing this, and then I'll flip it up. All right, I'll try and hold it straight for you. Hold it straight. Solder Storm on the home field advantage. Tilt to the left, not right, this way? Oh, yeah, I guess that could, because, yeah. I don't know. All right, tilt to the left. All right, I'll try that. Actually, Agnew, you're probably the only guy that's ever told me that, but don't get me wrong, I know that home field advantages are 1 per case too. Good thing you told me that. All right, let's try for Agnew. Let's try left for Agnew. Hold left for Agnew. Well, see, I used to use these other side lights, but all right. Gotta hold left. That means I gotta position my body differently, which means I gotta kind of sit off to the side like this. But you know, honestly, if I'm gonna do that, oh, I have an idea later. All right. All right. So. Yeah, no worries, no worries. You're not, like I said, you're probably the only person that's ever told me that. So I know I hit glare, but I normally always correct my hand position on like the hits. Like if I'm sorting through it this way, I'll normally bring it up to the camera like that. Green of Abreu. Jose Abreu. That's funny. You know, Stewie, it's funny. Stewie, it's funny you say that, though. Like, I really enjoyed The Wonder Years. Like, that was probably my all-time favorite show. I never actually watched the entire series. But, like, later on in life, as I got older and YouTube became more prevalent, I started looking it up. There's a red. Ooh, this might have ink. Maybe. That's got ink. Ink. Reds are the 25 in this, I believe. It's Varsho on the red autograph. 15 of 25. Oh, the corner does have a little bit of action on it on that bottom right corner. Wendy. Winnie Cooper. We miss Winnie Cooper. Hard to show on the camera. Let me see if I can get it. Little bit of a soft corner on this one. Just letting you know on the Blue Jays. Varsho on the red to 25. Leaf. Hey, City Goat. It's like normal for them. It's getting a DUI. Okay. Oh yeah, dude, that was my jam. Jerry, dude, that was the saddest thing. I woke up and I looked at my notifications and I was like, no fucking way. R.I.P. to the logo man. Seriously, like, that's sad. Oh, 100%. No, Stewie, you know Stewie? That's facts. Like Kevin Arnold's dad, I forget the guy's name. I liked him as an actor, but freaking, oh, City Goat. You look sharp too, my brother. But like Kevin Arnold's dad, like honestly, like in real life, that he looks exactly like what is it? Wow, Borderland? Victor Vodnik for Colorado. And Mr. Brian Warner, I just met him. And he gets that, as soon as somebody tells me the correct terminology for that hit, I'm going to just call it borderless. Don't tell my man Darbhead. He might kill me. True image. That's right. Wait, you've never watched The Wonder Years, Noah's? Tatis DeJong, the former Redbird, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Blue. Wait, wasn't he on the Redbirds too, or did I get the birds mixed up? Yeah. Yep. The flu episodes was the best. The soundtrack. Stewie, you're absolutely right. The soundtrack. We can't all have my hairline. You know, honestly, I started to panic. I'm growing my hair back out, so that's the only reason why I kind of look like a mess. That is a disgusting, awesome on-card autograph out of nowhere for me. And Stone Justice gets a Kershaw All-Star auto. That's sick. That is sick. Nice Kershaw. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Ornelas to 2024. That hit me out of nowhere. I never expected Kershaw to have an auto in here. That's gotta be a wow. Ezekiel Duran on the what do they call this logo? Team logos. I always try to find the correct call so I don't look like an idiot if we pull like a huge hit of it. I don't know what it's called or the proper term. He does not sign much. That is Cam, you know, that might only be like my second Kershaw auto in my life I've ever pulled. Which doesn't say much because I never broke as much baseball as I did over the past, call it 18 months. It's probably the most baseball I've ever ripped. Women in baseball. Huh. Interesting. That's cool. That hit me out of nowhere too. Waldershock should get that one gymnastics girl that does the backflip before the first pitch. Piazza. Julio Corbin. That's right. I remember. I heard about that. I don't watch Impractical Jokers too much. I love a good comedy. Trust me, I do. I love funny and I love comedic stuff, but I never did watch that. Skeen's girlfriend is cool. She's like a cool supporter of him. Like, I dig that. That reminds me of not Mahomes' wife. Who's the other one that stuck with him through thick and thin? I mean, there's a lot. There's a Mason Miller on the orange to 199. Jordan Walker to 2024. I try to think there's like a famous one, like Rags to Riches story. Aside from LeBron and stuff like that too. I don't want to say riches. Wasn't Olivia Dunn? Isn't that who played Psylocke in one of the X-Men's? Oh, it might have been Apocalypse. No, that's Olivia Munn. Never mind. Disregard, Blockman. Sorry, my head's not in the right frame of place right now. Brian Reynolds on the on-card auto for the Pirates. Big unit. McGuire, the other one. Is that numbered? Sorry. To 60, excuse me. Riley. Olivia Munn. Dominguez. I think this is why I enjoy this channel the most, because like most of us, we can, still take care of business, but also, talk story about random things. That's probably like the most joy I get out of this channel every time. Like, we just come and we just shoot it. She wrote a song about the number 314. Interesting. No, I never did watch G4, and really. It got kind of weird. I mean, it was like half pervy, half nerdy. Which is probably right down my alley, to be honest. But Adamus Diaz. Kirby. They started like doing cars, video games. And then at the end of the night, it was like the Girls Gone Wild channel at night. It was like the old school Comedy Central. Or whatever other TV shows that would show the adult time slots at like 2 a.m. Actually, before I do that, let me go case these up. This case has been an awesome case so far. Nice hobby case, guys. Jumbo's going to be next. I'll keep up a hobby at all times. We do have a jumbo pick your team and a random team that's in store right now, folks. The random team does have its own separate cases. They are separated for those that always ask. And then, yeah. I'll keep up one hobby on the screen, and I'll keep up 2 jumbos, and then something else if you guys want to do, like, I'll cat up the Bowman Megas on a 20-box full case. I don't mind knocking those out for us. Or really anything else that goes naturally. No problem, guys. I could imagine a channel like that, Panda. I would name it the Obesity Network. And I'd be a proud member of that network, unfortunately. I would advertise furniture on that network. I'd be advertising all my soda products and the do nothing all day 3,000 sleep mattress. That Kershaw is so cool. Packer's probably working on it. Hey, you never know. You never know. Could be the next hit show on the Discovery Channel. You know what show, speaking of, that I do miss? And let's get a show of hands, because I'm sure a lot of the American guys would like this show. Who misses like the old school OCC, Orange County Choppers? Who misses that? I can tell you right now, like, that's one of the reality shows that I probably really like enjoyed and missed. Who misses OCC? It is crazy to think that the Tuttles like had that real life beef. Like, I honestly thought some of it was just for, show. But the fact that it was actually like legit is pretty nuts. Man, Colorado, there's Bryant to 199, the former Cubby and Little While Red Sox. Giant, excuse me. Polar Pete. Kerry Carpenter on the light blue to 399. Oh, that is the City Connect relics. That's right. I seen Hawk pull that other one with the Pirates logo on it. I think it was. I do like the City Connects. I miss OCC though. That was probably one of my favorite shows to like actually. Oh, boys. Who missed, guys? Somebody be honest. I thought OCC was because Orange County, right? I thought it was too. You're not the only one. Then eventually I figured out it was Florida, but Funderburk, excuse me. JD Martinez on the green to $4.99. I'll give you a real good show for anybody that remembers Spike TV, aka what was Spike TV called? Ellie. What was Spike TV called before it was Spike TNN? I give you guys a throwback show. I'll give you guys a throwback show. I mean, yeah, Orange County, New York. You're right, Orange County, New York. I said Florida because his shop is in Florida now. Sorry. Or Paul Sr.'s new shop is in Florida now because he lives in Florida. Oh, Blockman knows that. I remember the Man Show. Love the Man Show. But you're on the same track. You're on the same track, Florio. Anybody remember Mansers? Mrs. Hammer hated me for watching that show. She used to look at me with the most disgusting eyes. Why do you like that? Gunner! Oh, that's a sick... Is that rare? That's sick looking. I like this card a lot. I like this card a lot. I don't know if that's special or not, but that's sick. Used to be the Cubbies. Oh, that's sick, J-Voc. That's cool. Have you ever met him like in person and talked to him? I used to be the Cubbies, Darb. I don't really have a team anymore, but the most I used to follow was probably the Cubs. And it was mainly because I really liked, well, I would say Rays and Cubs, but it was mainly because I followed Joe Madden. I honestly believed, like, I hate to say it this way, and people was gonna get upset at me for saying this, but I used to like Joe Madden a lot to the point where I did believe that he was gonna be similar to like oh gosh, I can't think of the freaking coach's name. Why can't I think of the freaking, oh my god, Lakers coach and Bulls coach. Oh my god, I can't even think of it right now. Coach Michael Jordan, Kobe, them. I can't think of it. Phil, better than Tommy Lasorda. Somebody help me out here. Oh my god, I can't think of his last name. Phil, thank you, Phil Jackson. Thank you. I was gonna say Phil McKnight. I knew that wasn't right. No, I believed, and this was just in my heart. The way he coached differently, Novali Marte, like the way he coached differently. Some people say he overcoached and everything like that, which I understand. Towers. I understand where it came from later on in life, I would say, but I thought like to remain competitive in the AL East and then go right to a team that hasn't had a World Series run in over 100 years, Mason Miller. I honestly thought like Joe Madden was going to be that manager. But when he went to the Angels in 17, 18, whatever it was, and then David Ross took over for the Cubbies, I kind of stopped following because I don't like the Angels in general. And sure enough, he kind of proved me right. I thought he was gonna do some special things. I couldn't really support the Angels at the time, but by that time I had just moved to Vegas. So Bobby Witt. Ooh. That's my first one. Designated hitter. Speaking of the Angels, I'm talking smack about them. That goes to Young NC. Silver Slugger patch card. That's sick. I gotta touch it. But that was like, that was my thing. I noticed the chat went quiet there. Soroka, the 2024 Selby Pirates. No, 100%. 100%. I like Trout. Like I said, my first MLB game was the ALDS in 2014. I'll never forget that. A playoff game, jets flying over, parachutes coming from the sky. Like, that was an experience. I honestly felt like I was 5 years old going to like my first ball game. I'll never forget that feeling. Like, it was just so much fun. Ellie! So much fun. Now, the Angels Stadium wasn't anything special, unfortunately. Like, when someone hit a homer, I don't remember who, but then the flamethrower went off and I felt the flames and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But now I realize, that's kind of basic. At the time, I think they had C.J. Cron, Jared Weaver. It was Pujols was not with the Angels yet. Oh, I think Pujols was a Dodger that year, or he might have been with the... I forget already if Pujols was there. He might have been there. It might have been 2013 because it was the 14 ALDS. So I got to watch Trout. The Royals had all the Royals dudes. Wow, I can't even think of who it was. Oh, Candlestick. That would have been cool. They had all the outfielders. They had Lorenzo Cain. They had... Man, my memory sucks now. They had Moose. They had Moustakis at third base. That's right. They had the Moose. I think he was there before I think he was still on the Royals before he got traded to the Rangers. So they had Moustakis. Fuck, I forget already. I don't remember exactly. Eric Hosmer, first baseman, yes. I literally don't remember the rest. They had Salvi. Salvi was there, obviously, but that's about all I remember. I don't remember who else was on the Royals at that time already. Two boxes left, everybody. Good luck. Jumbo will be right after this, folks. Rosario. That is cool as hell. Some kind of throwback card for sure. Swanson. Ichiro, I think my other favorite... Yeah, Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon. Shortstop was Alex Gordon, or was he second base? Vintage stock. Oh, to 99? Oh, I did miss that. I'm sorry. 47 of 99. Jazz. My only other favorite manager was the... I mean, obviously everyone loved Lasorda, but I love Lou Piniella. That was probably my other favorite. Then wait. Who was second base and short? Wasn't Alex Gordon utility too, though? I forget already. That's right. I do remember Alex Gordon, though. Skinny white dude. City Connect of Amaya. Kalenic. Cassis to 199. I saw he played utility. Infante and Escobar. What was Escobar's first name? I feel like I know. I remember Escobar. I don't remember Infante. Gibson Long. Bregman. Omar Infante. Acides Escobar. I was like, that didn't look right, Jam. Acides Escobar. Yeah, that's what it was. But I saw Alex Gordon. He played their ace was big game James Shield at the time in that year, because James Shields got traded from the Rays to the Royals. But back then, man, the Rays pitching staff was fucking loaded. I'll never forget it. They had Jeremy Hellickson. They had Chris Archer, big game James Shield, David Price. Before David Price became a Red Sox, David Price. Got you guys. See? Eddie Yankee that does go to the Yankees. Phobia, I don't know what's better. I couldn't tell you. This was my first box, I would say, but Hobby looks good. Hobby was solid for me. Whoa. Wow. Let's go. How about an Acuna 1/1 nameplate? That's badass. That's cool as hell. Oh, that is awesome as hell. What a case. That is awesome. That was awesome. Out of nowhere. That is cool. This case was an awesome case, guys. I liked it. Very much. As soon as my man Phobia came in, it's like Phobia knew something was coming. Nice hit. Dalbec on the black. Well, that's what happens. I don't know, Phobia. I haven't been here very much. I was here yesterday and stuff. But I'm sure we'll see you. We're getting Sapphire in, I think tomorrow it should be in sometime. I don't exactly know when, obviously, but they got tracking today or early this morning, so they texted us. Kepler to 2024. That was a bad. What up, Sean? Rojas. Arias for the fish. I don't know why that was upside down. Not numbered, right? Lubob. Adley. I can't wait for the Chrome packs. We still got Chrome packs, guys. Novelli Marte. Oh, lots of short prints in this case, though. Whitlock to 2024. Oops. Acuna. And that is the break for the regular boxes. Well, here we go. I mean, this case was very special, folks. So, we'll see. I think this will be interesting no matter what. Let's case these up and then let's go to the Chrome packs, folks. We'll go pack by pack. Nice hobby case. I know this probably took me like 10 minutes longer than Hawk, maybe even 15 minutes, but try to be thorough here. But yeah, anyway, so as we were saying, as we were talking about it, yeah, like that was a fun time to be like, I was like super into baseball, like beyond into it. It's not that I'm not into it anymore. It's just like I don't have MLB Network. I don't have cable. Like that was my clutch. Reading on ESPN doesn't do it for me. I'm sure I could read on MLB Network, but like by the time I got back here, or when I joined Blesdam, like it's been everything was football and basketball for me. I didn't really break much baseball, so I kind of like focused more on basketball and football. So I've been so like hyper focused on that instead of putting my time and effort back into remembering lineups for teams and stuff. But that was always something I was weak in baseball, was memorizing the like pitching matchups and knowing about them. Something I've never considered when I used to sports bet was like, Jags was actually the one that kind of like introduced me to it. I never ever thought about looking at the weather. How's the weather today? Windy, are balls flying out? All that kind of stuff. Like, I never ever thought about that. Like the average person, I would just literally look at like, oh, okay, who's playing? Oh, White Sox versus Cubs. Bet Cubs. Bet on -1/2. Something like that, you know. Here we go. Here's the Chrome packs. Here comes the fun. Let's see something nasty. Good luck to everybody here. Harper. Jeter. Jung-Ho Lee. Piazza. And post your pools. I don't think we need to ship that. Junior, Logan Webb, Abrams, Green of Soto to 199 for the Yanks. J-Rod is on the board. Mickey Mantle, the Mick, and Royce Lewis. Correa, Simeon, Edgar Martinez, Imanaga. Nice to 199 on the Aqua. There's Julio, Soto, Maddox, and Rafaela rookie for the Bo Sox. There's a blue. Hanley Ramirez, Volpe, blue. Doesn't have ink, but it's a gunner on the true blue to 150. Orioles having a decent break. Take both. Corbin, Bobby Miller, Johnny Bench. Auto of Schnauel for the Angels. Speaking of Angels, Young NC is on the board. Still young. Few packs left. Come on. How many autos do we normally see in these Chrome packs, guys? Normally like 2 or 3, I'm assuming. Murray, Lawler, Nico Horner. And there's an Ellie for the Reds. Cincinnati and 718. Oh, usually just one? Did I use my bullet already? Meadows, Hanley, Volpe, and Aaron Nola. Been one per case. Got you. Snow and Correa. Blez 10. If that's the new customer code, it's only for new customers. But if not, you might have to email. They might have changed it, I would assume. I have no clue, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Yamamoto. Jackie Robinson. Nolan Jones and a blue of Dennis Eckersley. It's always Dennis to 150. Oh, yeah. No, again, Agnew, I have no clue, bro. I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. Torque, McKenzie, Musina, and Michael Trout. And that is officially our break, folks. Very awesome break. Chrome packs wasn't there for us, but that case was definitely a banger. We got multiple Beat the Swords here. Multiple. So we'll go right into probably either Jumbo. Probably Jumbo pick your team number 5. So that's probably next. I'll put up pick your team number 4 on the hobby. I have the Jumbo random team number 3 full case as well. So we'll definitely make our way through all of that, guys, as well. That was an awesome case. Thanks for your patience. And thanks for the good conversation. We haven't had a nice conversation like that in baseball. Question for you guys here on baseball. Have you guys got notifications when we went live recently, guys? Does anybody get notifications when we go live? Or has that stopped for like a good month or two? Because like I don't even get emails for when we go live anymore on this side. So I was trying to talk to YouTube about it. Unfortunately, they're pretty fucking helpless, but... Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know why it's like that on this channel. I have no... It's not a setting. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't know what changed, Sea Otter. I was talking to YouTube about it, trying to see if they would give me an answer, but they basically said that... They basically said nothing. Okay, thank you, Joe. Yeah, I was yesterday we were a little bit slower at times, so I was trying to chat with YouTube to see like what's going on with that. It's not a setting in YouTube, and it's not a setting in OBS that. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is if you research it, it actually says, look how many short prints we had here. It actually said that they can only send out a max of 3 notifications, and then your channel gets muted after 3 notifications. But the funny part is I get the notifications of like when breaks upload to the channel, but just not when we go live. But I'm sure that would help our channel too. Here's your autos. For sure. Him. Kirsch. And the 101 of Acuna. Obviously the Kershaw and the Acuna. I'll beat the sword on those two. And what a freaking awesome break.